The sterile hospital room hummed with a rhythmic beeping of machine. Beep, beep, beep. A somber melody that underscored the vigil held by Heaton's family and friends. Days bled into night as they remained at his bedside, their lives suspended in limbo, tethered by fragile hope. Heaton lay motionless, his head shaved and his body swathed in bandages. His face marred by big scars told the silent story of a betrayal that had turned his life into a battlefield. His faint breath were the only testament to a will that refused to surrender. Clara was once a woman full of dreams. She had grown up in a home where appearances mattered more than love. Her parents masked the financial struggles with an obsessive devotion to image, teaching Clara that success was the ultimate measure of worth. Vulnerability was equated with failure, and she internalized a relentless drive to achieve a life free of judgment and full of validation. Her marriage to Ethan began with shared optimism. They dreamed of a better future, one built with love and ambition. But over time, Clara's pursuit of material success became an all-consuming force. The whispers of neighbors, the unspoken competition with peers, and the growing gap between her expectations and reality ate away at her love for Ethan. To her, he became a means to an end, a partner who was supposed to deliver the life she craved. When Ethan's high-stakes business deal collapsed, it wasn't just the finances that crumbled. For Clara, it was the final blow to a carefully constructed image of success. The shame, the judgment, and the realization that her dreams were slipping through her fingers pushed her to the edge. She felt cornered with no way out. Her decision to purchase acid was an act of desperation. It wasn't premeditated evil, but a moment of rage born from years of repressed fear and frustration. She blamed Ethan for their failures, seeing him as the root of her suffering. But as the acid left the bottle, it wasn't his skin it burned. It scurried away any remnants of the love they had once shared. As Clara sat in her cold, stark jail cell, her actions sent shockwaves through the community. A mugshot was plastered across news channels, and neighbors whispered in hushed tones about the tragedy. Opinions divided sharply. Was Clara a heartless villain, or was she a desperate woman crushed by societal pressures? Some painted her as a monster, while others saw her as a cautionary tale of how ambition, unchecked and unbalanced, can destroy even the strongest of bonds. Back at the hospital, Ethan's family clung to fragments of hope. His young nephew, clutching his hand, whispered, "You come back, Uncle Ethan. You are the strongest person I know." The room fell silent. Tears streaming down faces. It was a moment of raw humanity, a reminder that even the darkest times, hope could endure. Flashbacks wove a stark contrast to the present. Eaton's sister recalled the day he proposed to Clara in the mother's backyard. His eyes brimming with love. Friends shared stories of Eaton's kindness, his unrelenting ambition, and his dreams of a brighter future. Now those memories, once filled with life and light, now served as a painful juxtaposition of the grim reality of his condition. As Eaton's loved ones waited, a new revelation emerged. Investigators uncovered an hidden debt Clara had concealed from Eaton. A financial burden so immense that it had pushed her to desperation. Her betrayal wasn't fueled solely by rage. It was act of a woman drowning in fear. She had feared the judgment of others and the collapse of her meticulously crafted facade more than she feared losing the man who had stood by her side. This revelation complicated the narrative. Clara was no longer simply a villain. She was a victim of her own unrelenting ambition, her insecurities, and the crushing weight of a societal expectation. Her actions were undeniably horrific, but they were rooted in desperation that resonated with anyone who had felt trapped by the world around them. In the sterile hospital room, Eaton's body began to stir. His finger twitched. His lips parted to utter a single barely audible word. Clara. The sound sent shockwaves through the room. His family exchanged stunned glances. Did he remember what she had done? Abi, did he still love her? And if he survived, could he ever forgive her? Please, to watch the concluding part of this lovely story, I will beg that you please like and subscribe. And this channel is for real life story. That we use this story to touch the life of those that are actually victims in this story and be able to help them in the best way we can. So please don't forget to like and subscribe. Do have a lovely day.